Hi, my name is Kimberly and welcome back to my channel. It's Only Homeschooling. I'm a licensed professional counselor and a former middle school guidance counselor turned homeschool mom of one. Today, I'm going to share with you what I have learned over the years from our son's Occupational and Physical Therapy crew. If you like this video, please be sure to click the like button below and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. This lets YouTube know that you like this kind of content, and it will let the algorithm know that you want to see more content like it. So I was actually inspired to make this video by a friend and fellow homeschool mom, Leilani Melendez of Living with Eve. I'm going to put a card up here showing you the video that she made talking about what she learned from her child's physical therapist. So I thought I would share with you some of the things that I have learned from my child's experience through OT and PT over the past 7 years. So a little bit of background, my son is 10. He began physical and occupational therapy when he was 2 years and 11 months. He has a history of developmental coordination disorder, also known as dyspraxia. He was recently diagnosed with dysgraphia, and he also has sensory integration dysfunction, or more commonly known as sensory processing disorder. Third lesson from over the years of therapy. Don't let my son shy away from the difficult tasks. When you have a child that has challenges, there can be part of you that wants to protect and rescue. And I have fought battles with myself over this, wanting to encourage and wanting him to have that victory on his own, but also knowing how much harder that struggle is. And while I wouldn't rescue him all the time, there have been times when I may have let him back out of things that were a little bit of a challenge, or I may not have pushed him, not really pushed him, but pushed, that's the best word I can think of it. Not pushed him as much as I probably should have, just to give him that encouragement to help him step out of his fear. Because his fear was actually more of the problem than his lack of ability. And teaching him to trust himself and believe in himself, that even when you fall, you can still, the fall doesn't matter. The mistake doesn't matter. The oops doesn't matter. What you do next is what matters. The biggest example I can give is my son learning to ride a bike. We've actually purchased several bikes over the years to kind of encourage him to ride his bike. And it has taken, since he was age 3, all the way up until age 10 before he finally got to the goal of riding a bike. It was a goal he wanted, but there were times when it got just really too hard and too frustrating, where we would pull back away from that goal and instead focus on others. I'm really glad that we came back to that goal and let him accomplish it. Let him go through those struggles, let him go through those trials, to see him come through the other side of it and have that victory. There is no greater accomplishment or no greater level of pride that you can have as a parent when you see your child have that pride in themselves. We went to a bike camp, and I let someone else do the hard stuff for me and help, and also teach me how to teach him. Teaching my son with DCD to ride a bike required different steps that I just did. It required the ability to break down this task into steps that I didn't quite know how to break them down into. In fact, sometimes when my husband and I were trying to help him at home, we would do things that were counterintuitive as to what we needed to do to help him learn to ride the bike. So we were actually making it harder for him without meaning to. So it's okay to surround yourself with a village of people to help you, like your therapy crew, or to ask for that help so that you can approach a problem a different way. Because there's more than one way to skin a cat, and we needed a different way. We needed our help of our OT crew and PT crew. Now, does that mean we don't help? Of course not. We still have to instruct. But I'll give you an example, another example. My son's favorite shoes in the world to wear are Kizik's, or anything that's just a slip-on. He does know how to tie his shoes now, but for a long time, so thank you, Miss Tara, our OT. For a long time, all he wanted was slip-ons. They were faster, they were quicker, and even though he can still tie his shoes, it takes him a little bit longer to do it, which is fine. It just means I need to give myself a little bit more time to leave the house so that he can still have that victory. But for the longest time, out of convenience, I just let him buy slip-on shoes, or just let him put on slip-on shoes. Well, you know what? As you get older, you run out of Velcro. It goes away. It just goes away when your kids get older and get bigger shoes. I don't know where it goes. It just goes away. But then you also have less choices of shoes. And maybe he's not a fashionista, but he might want different options. So I had to learn not to rescue. That's part of helping him, a part of helping him avoid the struggle. I had to learn to let him do it himself, and let him learn how to practice enough on his own and experience that little bit of frustration that goes with, oh, all right, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try this again. But if I try it the 10th time or if I try it the 12th time and I finally get it, I still learn to tie my shoes. Mom didn't do it for me. It's cute when Mom ties your shoes when you're 4. It's not cute when Mom ties your shoes when you're 10. So I'm glad he has that victory. Help means we do it together. And now he doesn't need me for help. Bittersweet, but I like it. And don't forget to look out for these videos coming up in the rest of our vlog series on lessons and wisdom I have learned from our OT PT crew.